What's up, everybody? It's your boy ShaddyDread, Funko Hunter God of the Red Cloud Village. Welcome to Duelist Thursdays. Every Thursday, I'll be bringing you content of straight Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll be opening a Yu-Gi-Oh! Product that came from Konami, or I'll just be displaying just any type of Yu-Gi-Oh! Topic, built-in decks, duels. It's going to just be mixing up. But today, I got one of the newest fusion monsters that they created, Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. It is the fusion of Red Eyes Black Dragon and Dark Magician Joey Wheeler and Yugi Moto, or Attempt, whoever you prefer out of the two. It's a Gemini thing, I guess. But let's get started on showing you what's in this deck profile I got for you today. I'll be displaying a 50 card deck profile of my Red Eyes Dragoon deck. First, I'll be displaying what's in the extra card zone, which is the first card, of course, Red Eyes Dragoon itself. Red Eyes Dragoon is a fusion mixture of Dark Magician, Red Eyes Black Dragon. Cannot be destroyed by card effects. Oh, that's even a bonus right there. So you gotta pretty much beat this dude with raw power. If you can't beat him with raw power, then just submit. Put your hand on that deck politely. Cause this boss monster, yeah, I can't wait to use on one of my fellow shinobis. Either player can target this card with card effects. During your main phase, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls, and if you do, inflict damage equal to that monster's original attack. Oh, it's over. Effect damage instantly. Bow. You can use this effect a number of times up to, oh god, number of normal monsters use the fusion for this card. Oh no. Once per turn, when a card effect activate quick effect, you can discard one card, negate it. The activation, if you do destroy that card, and then this card gains 1,000 attack. That's bad. So on top of everything, you have to beat him by raw power. One effect. That means anything activates. I can just simply discard a card. Boom. 4,000. Like, he's automatically just destroying you guys. This is a cheating card, Konami. And I'm happy I got it. I ain't gonna bitch about that. Next card. Red Eyes / Dragon. Red Eyes / Dragon is Red Eyes Black Dragon and one warrior monster. It's pretty much Gear-free the Iron Knight. When a Red Eyes monster declares an attack, you can target one warrior monster in your graveyard, equip it to this card as an equipped spell with this effect. The monster equipped with this gains 200 attack. Cool. That's 3 bands right there. When a card effect is activated, a target is a card you control quick effect. You can send one quick card you control to graveyard and negate it if you do destroy that card. Bam. It's a bonus. And if this card is destroyed in battle, oh, hold up. You can special summon as many monsters from the graveyard as possible that was equipped. So if I just start equipping all my monsters in my graveyard, then bam, just instantly self-destruct this dude, I get all my cards back. So what if I have Dragoon in my graveyard? Equip it to him. Bam. Destroy this card. Get my Dragoon plus other monsters back. You think I won't find a way to get this card back on the field? Man, please. Amulet Dragon, another Dark Magician fusion. Dark Magician and one Dragon type monster. It has to specifically be the Eye of Timaeus, just to let anybody know. The Eye of Timaeus only, because it's Timaeus, the dragon on it. This card special summon target any number of spell cards in any graveyard. So that's mines any opponents. Banish these targets, and if you do, this card gains 100 for each of the card banished by the effect. If the card is destroyed, you can target one spell caster type monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So I get my Dark Magician back if this guy dies, and he pretty much can help me raid some cards in my opponent's graveyard. So he's a plus. Old school, throwback, Glitch 400. This is his card. But I'm barring it. Dark Pilot. Dark Magician, Buster Blader, Fusion. Buster Blader's the, warrior who can get stronger off of dragons, the Dragon Slayer, pretty much. Dark Magician can only be special summoned by fusion monsters as long as this card remains face up on the field. You can negate the activation of one spell card, destroy the spell card by discard one card from the hand. The attack of this card increases by 5 for each dragon type monster on the field and in either player's graveyard. Nice. So if dragons has been discarded, which my dragon deck actually this deck actually has, he just gains power from it. I have a lot of this deck. Extra deck has a lot of negates, which is dope. The next card is a classic they just redid it. It's a classic Meteor Black Dragon card. I have it somewhere around here, but don't know where it's at right now. But this is Meteor Black Comet Dragon. Better name too. I like that. This card is fusion summon. You can send Red Eyes monster, obviously, of course, and a level 6 dragon monster. So you pretty much got to have 2 high star monsters to complete this card. If this card is fusion summon, you can send 1 Red Eyes monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. If you do, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the original attack. Cool. Battle damage. The effect: if this card is sent from the monsters into the graveyard, you can target 1 normal monster. My Red Eyes, special summon it, or Dark Magician, since it's considerably Dark Magician and Red Eyes deck too. This is a new fusion card from, I believe it's the Rise of the Guardians that just came out. It is Gaia, the Magical Knight of Dragons. Trying to get the camera to, look good. Gaia, the Fierce Knight, +1, level 5 dragon. This is like Gaia, the Dragon Champion. This is pretty much, I think, the 3rd version of it. There's a synchro version. I have pretty much all the Gaias. Yugi's one of his favorite cards. Have to get them. Ran a bit about Gaia. Love Gaia. This card name becomes Gaia, the Dragon Champion. See, while on the field, you can only use each of the following effects of Gaia, the Magical Knight of Dragons, once per turn. During the main phase quick effect, you can target 1 card on the field. This card loses exactly 2,000. It loses the same exact time. And if it does, destroy that card. When this card destroys an opponent's monster from battle, you can make this card gain. And that's everlasting? What? No wonder he's magical. He just gets bigger and bigger. Yeah, okay. Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. 1 level 6 Archfiend normal monster and a Red Eyes normal monster. So you gotta have Pacific normal monsters to make this bad boy something. Yeah, that's not really a bad thing because there's other cards that can get him out with. You can only special summon Archfiend Black Skull Dragon once per turn. If this card battles your opponent's cards and card effects cannot be activated until the end of the damage step. If the damage calculation performed involving this fusion card at the end of the battle phase, you can target 1 Red Eyes normal monster in the graveyard. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack graveyard, then shuffle it. I'll probably just summon it just for nostalgia. Red Eyes Black Skull Dragon is the original version of this card. I actually gotta get this card in like a different hologram format. Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. This card, when I first seen it, I was like, yo, Dark Magician's on a whole new level. Dark Magician and 1 dragon monster. This card is a Tamiya's card, but luckily, specifically, it doesn't require a Tamiya's. That's the beauty about this card. This card name becomes Dark Magician whilst on the field. That's another beauty. Your opponent cannot target this card becomes Dark Magician while it's on the field or in the graveyard. Your opponent cannot target spell traps you control with card effects. Also, they cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So this card pretty much, you might as well say F your Dark Magician, get him out in the field. And then every time he dies, you might as well say F Dark Magician, get him out on the field, and every time he dies, bring him back with your Eternal Souls, baby, because he's better than Dark Magician at that point. Next, Dark Magician Girl to Dragon Knight, another Tamiya's fusion, but Dark Magician. Dark Magician Girl, Dragon Monster, obviously Tamiya's. But, or, actually you can do it with a dragon or that. That's dope too. I actually never really fully paid that attention till now. And cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn during either player's turn, you can send one card from your hand to the graveyard and target one face-up card on the field destroyed. Feels like a Regeki effect. That's pretty dope. I like that about her. Oh, the joint. This is the fusion card that had everybody in the buzz. Just same as Magician Souls. The Dark Magicians. Dark Magician Girl. Yeah. This card is pretty sick. I ain't even gonna lie. Once per turn, if a spell or trap card or effect is activated except during damage set, you draw one card. That, I swear, Duel Links, that be coming through. Like the whole combo on Duel Links made it so freaking great. If it was a spell trap, you can set it, and if it was a trap quick play, you can activate it on this turn. This card, if this card is destroyed, you can special summon both Dark Magician Girl from your hand, deck, graveyard. So once again, they just keep coming back, which is dope. And then Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. When this card came out, man, I was like, they got Buster Blader all white coat cane? Dang, with the dragon fin on the blade. He's a real dragon killer out here, you know what I'm saying? Buster Blader +1 dragon type monster. Most of the fusions summoned must be fusion summoned and cannot be special summoned by other ways. This card cannot attack directly. This card gains 1,000 in attack and defense for each dragon type monster your opponent controls or is in their graveyard. That's a cool little effect. I mean, it's kind of a downplay because it solely relies on the opponent, but he's a dragon slayer, so I guess that would have to be. Change all dragon type monsters to defense mode. Also, dragon type monsters in your opponent's possession cannot activate their effects, and if this card attacks defensive position, increase battle damage. That's cool. Double battle damage definitely would have been more better, but still a dope card. It's a little bit faster. Quintet Magician. This magician, when this card came out, I read it. I was like, fast spellcasters just for one card. I mean, attack power is dope. Rivals, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. But when I was reading this effect, I'm like, you know what? This card's OP. I ain't even gonna give it to him. This card's OP. Like, you gotta use 5 magicians. It's better to use 5 magicians with different names, and then he can just do Regeki effect to every card on the opponent's side of the field. Like, he can't be destroyed by card effects. He's just like a godly sorcerer. This might be the strongest sorcerer. Don't take me for granted on that, but probably pretty much the strongest. Oh, the bad boy, Dragon Master Knight. Dragon Master Knight, one of my favorite classic old school. It's a Black Luster Soldier and Blue Eyes Ultimate. Since this is a corporation of Yu-Gi deck, so obviously Black Luster Soldier, that's one of his main stable cards in his deck besides Dark Magician. This card gains 5 for each dragon monster pretty much is in control. So, boost up. Dark Cavalier. This is actually one of my favorite fusion cards and the newest to the Dark Magician line. Dark Magician +1 warrior, and obviously you can tell it's Gaia, but it's any warrior, which is dope. Gain 100 for each spell, trap on the field, and in graveyards. And they're talking about everybody's, baby. Everybody's graveyard. Everybody's field. If this card attacks his marshal, inflict piercing battle damage. So that's defense minus his attack. Plus the 100 he gets off a spell and trap. Oh man, this is bad. On a card or effect is activated that targets a card on the field. Quick effect, discard one card, negate it, and destroy it. So you have to beat this guy pretty much with pure power. Because no matter what his attack power when he jumps on the field is going to be, it's going to be ridiculous because of how many magic and traps has been played between the duel. And yeah, that's the extra deck. Now entering the main deck. I'm not going to tell each card just because that's going to take forever. People, Yu-Gi-Oh fans will actually get what I have in the deck. Starting off, Chaos form. Yeah, it's pretty much Chaos type of ritual monsters that's been created in the last year or two. Skilled Dark Magician. This guy is used to get spell counters, which every time you use a spell card, you get a counter. You place it on a card that's able to keep a counter, and you can use it, and I'll get Dark Magician if I get 3. One of the latest arts of Dark Magician from, I believe it was a year ago, box set. It was a cool box set. Every different main character card was different. Mage power for, you know, all the magic and trap cards that I have, so I might as well increase it because there's going to be many stables. Dark Curtains to special summon Dark Magician, which is half my life. And this is one of my gems, I can say. Curse of Dragonfire. I pretty much can destroy a spell card with this card, and this card can be pretty much used as a polymerization. So all I need is this card and another card, and I can bring out any of my fusion cards. Red Eyes Alternative Black Dragon. This is a different variation, as you can see, of Red Eyes. It's very useful for the Red Eyes chain, and it's pretty much considered a Red Eyes monster. So put him in here so I can combine him with some of the fusions and can make a good monster to help me win battles. Fusion Substitution, which is another polymerization, but it has another effect to it. Cool artwork. I love how he did this card. This card is new, also from one of the newer sets that came out in the last couple months. Alteri Catapult Turtle. It's pretty much a card that in the show, I believe Duelist Kingdom, when Yugi sent Gaia to go destroy the castle, they pretty much start taking anime effects and applying it, but with Pacific cards. Legacy of the Duelist is a very good card for the main stable characters that pretty much surrounds our 2 iconic monsters, Kaiba and Yugi. So I always want to put these in a Yugi or Kaiba deck now. Future Fusion. Instead of waiting on your cards, you pretty much play this card, bam, take your cards out after the next little standby phase, and you get your fusion monster. One of the ritual cards. I love this card. This card is a badass. They should have made Dark Magician this. This is pretty much a better version of Dark Magician in ritual form. They just made like a ton of cards that are just Dark Magician name substitutes that are just effect monsters with just straight fire effects. Of course, Swords of Rebellion Light. You know what I'm saying? Another new card, Successor Soul. It's pretty much a main stable card for the main characters and surrounded with normal monsters, so I always got to get that. Advanced Ritual Art is a ritual card that takes out normal monster from my deck directly to the graveyard, so I can special summon a ritual monster. Keeper of the Shrine is a dragging card that I use for pretty much defensive purpose and for counter purposes. If I want to gain a card back to my hand or resurrect a card. Keeper of Dragon Magic. This card is just fire when it comes to a fusion deck, which what this pretty much is. I can get a fusion card, I can get a fusion material, and he's just a decent base monster to help. Dark Magician Girl, you know what it is. Beautiful, her art I love this form of her. I need to get the Lost art that just recently came out, and she pretty much is another stable of the deck. And Dark Renewal, I'll say stable to all the cards because they're pretty much Dark Magician bounce off stables. This card will pretty much give me a Dark Magician and take one of my cards and one of my opponent's cards. Black Luster Soldier, Super Soldier. This I won't say is a stable, it's just a very, very new addition to the Ritual Monster. Black Luster Soldier, he's different armor, he has an effect. It's a guy in support now, so well, it's always been a guy in support. They're just making it more relevant. And Draw of Fate allows you pretty much to get a card that you really need, which is one of Yugi's standard moves. Believe in harder cards. Magician of Faith is one of, I believe, a Taya classic. I could be wrong, but I believe so. And just always good to get my magic cards back because I have a ton of magic cards. Again, magic card, I have Timaeus. I always want to get this back since I have multiple fusions. As I explained earlier, you need this card specifically to make certain fusion cards. Eternal Souls, what I mentioned earlier with the combo. I can get any Dark Magician monster in my graveyard. So every fusion, every ritual monster that takes their name Dark Magician while on the field and graveyard, I can use this, resurrect them. Bow, it's done. Pot of Deckhumpton. I hope I said that right. If not, I sound ridiculous. So well. This card, I pretty much can get monsters back from my graveyard and put them into my deck, which will be very helpful. Classic type of dark skin, Dark Magician artwork. Love it. Polymerization, old school format, not the new school. I love the old school. Old school, new moves. Get fucking like things through. Another new card. This is, I love the artwork. It is Destined Rivals. It's pretty much a Dark Magician and Blue Eye support that will negate all face-up monsters' effects. I had to put it in here just because it will definitely help with the battle. Fusion Deployment is a new fusion card they just released this year that will help support fusion monsters. And since this is a fusion deck, I had to pretty much add it in just to see what can I do with it. Magical Fusion is a new fusion card that will help get out Red Ash Dragoon or that Quanton Magician. Sword of Dragon Soul. This is for the warrior cards in my deck so they can like instantly destroy dragons and gain extra damage. This is Secrets of Dark Magic, which is a support for both fusion and ritual monsters. Dark Magical Circle. Now, this card is another Dark Magician named Pacific card. This card is so dope that no matter what, you get a Dark Magician on the field, it's pretty much game over for something on your opponent's field. Strength and Unity. This card, I pretty much have not used it yet. I'm not going to read it to you guys, just explain it. It's just a card that I'm going to try and figure out how well it balances. When I give you deck profiles, I haven't tested them yet. I will also be displaying videos of me testing these decks versus other deck profiles that I have created. Classic Mirror Force. Let's get it. Red Eyes Fusion. It is pretty much the fusion, obviously, for a Red Eyes monster and another monster, but I believe I can take, nope, not, oh yeah, I can actually use monsters from my deck, field and hand. Pot of Duality. I can take a couple cards off my deck, then add one of them, and then shuffle the rest. This is pretty much the stone of the Red Eyes, so I can pretty much get a Red Eyes monster from Trivia's Kid Moto Dragon. This card is a good card for if you have dragon monsters in your deck. If it's destroyed, I can special summon a dragon monster from my hand. And 9 times out of 10, I will probably have one in there. Blackluster Soldier and Void of the Evening Twilight. I don't play with a lot of Buster Blader. Blackluster Soldier cards, but this one I just love the artwork, so I just like putting him in when I have to place a Blackluster Soldier. There's another one, he's pretty good, but I'd rather just play with this one because just look at this thing. This is so nice. Monster Reborn. I wish I had my Sacred Wear. Couldn't really find it when I was making it, so I'm just probably order one. Red Eyes of Black Dragon, limited edition from one of the collectors. Buster Blader, the Destruction Swordmaster. I have to pretty much get this card on the field and then use a fusion card to bring him out, because while he's only on the field, his name's considered Buster Blader. But it's a cool card, you know. It has a monster destruction effect, so he does have the Sword of Destruction pretty much, because I get a card, discard it, whatever type of card it is. If I go against it on the field, I can destroy that card, still be standing there. That's pretty dope. Magician of Black Chaos Max. Like Magician of Black Chaos's variation, but a little bit better. A little bit better than the one that's a normal monster also, because this one actually I can get a magic card every turn instead of just that one time. Guy at a Magical Knight. This card pretty much special summons and helps me get out another type of dragon to make Guy at a Magical Dragon. Gaia the Fierce Knight Origin is pretty much a card that will get tribute and then upgrade it to being a Gaia. Flash Fusion. If I have no monsters on the field, I quick flash summon them and then boom. I can either make a type of combo to get the card back. If not, oh well. Skilled Blue Magician is a card that helps out Guy the Fierce Knight. He's pretty much the dark skilled magician of the Gaia set. And Soldier Guy the Fierce Knight. I love this artwork. They made Guy look like a whole freaking ox. But by this drawing, you actually could tell he turns into the Blackluster Soldier. I guess something happens during his time, and I guess he just descends into darkness. Spiral Fusion, which creates the champion. King of the Swamp. This is, I say, the staple, because with this card, I can either get rid of it, get a polymerization, or I can use it as any fusion substitution like the Dragon Knight. This is my Blue Eyes Ultimate right here. Fusion Recycle Plant helps me recover all the polymerizations I discard. And from the deck, and I can get one from the graveyard. And I guess that is it. But yeah, these are just a few little beauties. I'm trying to see what it can do. I'm trying to see what's the attitude with it. I'm trying to see, am I able to cop a win? I will probably be built in a Blue Eyes deck real soon for a friend of mine, and I'll actually throw it against his with a couple cards that I'll support that he might not have. I'm always willing to give out cards and things if I have too many of them. I might get in the habit of selling, don't know. But this is, again, my first Duelist Thursdays video. ShaddyDread, Funko Hunter, God of the Red Cloud Village. You can follow us at Red Cloud on Village on pretty much every platform: Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. Catch us on Twitch under the Red Cloud Village name, and then just our regular gaming names.